Looks like I'm live. All right. John McCaig here. I'm going to talk about Gethsemane a little bit today because I think it's an important topic. It's an important topic in the work that I do, and it's important that people understand this. Gethsemane is the Mount of Olives. You know, there was an olive grove, the Mount of Olives, right? Jesus goes up and talks to God, and he tells his disciples, hey, just chill out here, I'm going to be back. And they totally go bananas and go to the devil while he's away. Completely. All of them. You know what I mean? Every single one of them goes to the devil while he's away praying to God. He comes back and it's like, okay, that's it for you, you know? So I want to say this is the most common thing that happens in my life. Nothing is more common than Gethsemane. I sat here for a minute and I tried to write down all the names of the people that I've met face to face that haven't gone against me after they met me. And I come up with 3 names. 3. Kelly and Ethan, they're up in Washington, and Mike, so far, I met him on the beach. And I want to say literally not another single human since I met in my whole lifetime. Not one. Not in my household, not in my family, friends, people I met, previous disciples. 100% no one I've met face to face. No one. Outside of those 3 people so far. Only 3. 3. Okay? That's a list. After doing this a decade plus, it's 3. Okay? That I've met face to face. Now, I want to read a passage from the book Avatar by Gene Adriel, and it's about Mayor Obama's life. And I want to read this passage here because it relates to this topic, okay? And it's right here, all right, in a book. Put it up there. It's a short passage right here, and we're going to read it, all right? Spiritual pilgrimage. During the Bombay period, Baba made a number of short trips with his disciples to nearby places of pilgrimage. Among these was a journey to the tomb of Mohammedan Sadguru, another word for perfect master Sadguru, Haji Malang Shah. To reach his tomb, which stood on a high hill, was a strenuous ordeal. Upon their return, the disciples were exhausted and parched. But Baba forbade them to quench their thirst before they reached the railroad station. Another 14 hot, dusty miles. Such apparently arbitrary measures can be understood only if one realizes that every single outer action of Baba's is fraught with inner significance. And such a pilgrimage to the tomb of a perfect master no doubt had deep bearing upon the spiritual unfoldment of those involved. To quench one's physical thirst before the journey was completed would, according to the master's wise judgment, manifest in a corresponding spiritual hindrance and delay in reaching the ultimate goal of liberation with a capital L. Another word for Christ consciousness or God realization, liberation with a capital L. The severe ruling, as so many of Baba's, could have served a double purpose. Could have. See, this isn't written by Baba. Okay. Could have served a double purpose. On purely rational grounds, the value of such discipline is apparent. To learn to wait, to deny ourselves the satisfaction of the moment, unquestionably helps to eradicate weakness, makes for strength of character. Perhaps the Master of Men has resolved this time to train a group of disciples who will not so readily fall asleep in the Gethsemanes of the world. See, he said, only thing but Jesus said was, hey, just wait for me, stay awake. And he goes up the Mount of Olives, talks with God, comes down there all asleep. Asleep, get it? The awakener, asleep, understand? Okay, it's really simple. So really, I mean, I may have left somebody out, and my apologies if I have. I'm gonna, think about it. But 3 individuals I met face to face: Kelly and Ethan in Washington, and Mike I met here on the beach. Haven't totally sworn against me, and I never heard from him again. Stolen my work, on and on and on. Those 3 are the only ones I know of. That's from all family, all friends, everyone I met, everyone I've met face to face, every single individual, everyone. Okay, everyone has fallen asleep after I met them, except for 3 individuals so far. That's it. That's the whole of it. Okay, and like I said, I'm doing a spiritual pilgrimage to the Bible Center. You have no idea what it costs me to do this, and I don't mean money. I mean what it costs me to do this, to help people. And I'm not, if I don't meet you face to face, and you go on this pilgrimage, I'm not going to allow you to go with me to India. And the next year, I'm planning to go to Mir Baba's tomb. You're not allowed to go with me. I'm not going to tell you when the dates are. I'm not going to fill you in. I'm simply not going to go with you. So that's it. Okay, Gethsemane. All right. People think they know, oh, I have to do this and that, and that's how I get to God. Have you gotten there? No. Okay, so how would you know anything about it? I don't get that about people. They think they know what they need to do to get to God, but they haven't done it yet. They haven't done it. And so the only way, Mayor Baba is 100% clear about this, there's only one way to get passage to God, and that's through a living perfect master. There's no other way. And I'm the only one, right? I'm the only one you ever are going to hear about. The other 5 are hidden, okay? They're hidden, and it woke me up, and they aren't going to be unhidden. They're going to remain hidden. I'm the only one that's not going to be hidden. I'm cute. Everyone who's alive and breathing in a human body, I'm your only shot. You get it? You'll have another shot. Maybe I haven't been clear enough about this. You follow me? Maybe I haven't been clear, so I'm going to be extremely clear about this. Okay? You're not going to go to God. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in this lifetime. You're going to go to heaven. You're going to go to hell unless you do what I'm saying. Okay? That's it. I don't know how, I say it, there has to be a pilgrimage to Mir Baba's tomb. What? You're asking me how to do it. You follow? And this is how I done it, and I got proof, and so you don't want to listen. Okay, that's up to you. Go fall asleep. That's not on me. God gave you free will. Okay? I'm not going to go back to God and say, hey, I didn't give him any opportunity. I gave everyone every opportunity to come to God. Every opportunity. But no one's taking the opportunities. So I'm not saying that people aren't going to do it. There are going to be a couple. There are 4 signed up to go on this pilgrimage. So, I got the potential of 3 plus now 4 more, maybe. Those 3 have proven to me, so far up to this point, oh, okay, we're this far. But, they're going to drop off the map if I, don't see them on the pilgrimage. They will have gotten so far, and good for them. They haven't gone against me. Good for them. Okay? Great. That's fantastic. But that's the deal. Okay? I don't make the rules up here. I don't, people are like, oh, I don't like what he has to say. Too bad. Too bad you don't like the truth. Nobody likes the truth is what I'm finding out. Like, no one. All right. How's your life doing? Everything look like this? Does everything in your life look like this? Everything look like this? Huh? You by the palm trees and the water and everything's cool in your life? That's what you have manifested, right? I don't see you here. Now you haven't done it. So if you don't listen, honestly, I can't help you. If you don't listen, take it in, and then act. Have I said, oh, people have to do these million lists of things? Nope. Nah. Sign the trust and do the 2 commandments that Jesus said, right? Love God first and love your brother and sister. Ain't that hard, really? It's not that complex, okay? maybe it's sort of difficult, but it ain't complex. It's super simple. It's in the Bible and every other thing. Every other spiritual, enlightenment text says basically the same thing. I can't believe this, really. This isn't me being angry, by the way. I give up weed. I gave up anger. I'm just amazed at people's choices of, I'm going to use free will. And all the Christians I've ever met, and I mean every single one, except for the 3 I mentioned, right, that I've been face to face with, everyone I've been face to face with in my entire life. This is my entire life, right? They all deny what I have to say, and they all deny, like, the Bible, right? They all deny it. By their words and their actions, they simply deny it. What can I do? I can't do anything. I can't go, here's the truth. And really, I have no idea why God did this to me and put me in this spiritually advanced position with a bunch of humans that don't listen. Not a single individual listens. No one follows the Bible I've ever met. No one follows the New Testament. No one. I say I'm the only living prophet, right? I have proof of a decade that I am, and no one follows their book. I say, what does your book say? When somebody says they're a prophet, you're supposed to what? Look at their past prophecies, see if they're real, right? If they're not real, then what? Then you call them a false prophet. And if they're real, you say, oh, you're a real prophet. I have to listen to you. That's it. How is that complex? My information is up on YouTube over a decade. Hundreds and hundreds of videos. Hundreds and hundreds, right? So what's the goal of, the one that comes to help people out or profit? What's the goal, really, that I'm learning? Is to send every single individual to hell. Because they deserve it. They don't do anything to get themselves free. They bend the knee to the devil, right? Every single one of them. In God we trust. We, the devil. They all worship the devil. They all do what the devil says. And that's all they do. They don't care about the truth. They only care about what people think and having money in their bank account. They don't care about the Bible. They don't care about God. Right? They don't care anything about any of that stuff. No one has proof. The only thing that counts is your actions and your proof. Why? Because if you didn't help others, right? 2 commandments: love God, love your brothers and sisters. And if you don't have proof, then you didn't do it. You weren't loving to your brothers and sisters if you don't have proof. 50 court cases against the bankers, and I'm alive. 5-0. Okay, I've exposed this whole system. I'm alive. Who else has got this proof? No one. No one ever will. Okay? No way. Everyone cares about this world. They care about status here. They care about money. They only care about this place. Nothing else, right? They go into the grove of the olives, and they just go to sleep. All of them. It's amazing to me. I am absolutely shocked by this. Okay, that every day goes by and it's always the same. Yes, Pamela, I haven't met you face to face. I'm looking forward to it because you haven't denied me yet. You're the only one in this horrible game I do fall. Good. Thank you very much, because I'm looking forward to meeting the few individuals, that want to come to God. They're not coming to me. I'm helping them get to God. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's absolutely stunning to me, like the numbers, because I'm an accountant, you know what I mean? Why did I, first of all, right, why did I get an MBA? Why did I get a master's in accounting? I had an undergraduate in business and finance. And me, I guess having a good heart or whatever, I don't know, but me, I'm there, I'm like, because I get out of the business. Looking forward to meeting you. Thank you. Honestly, I am too, because this is like, I can't even, you know what I mean? It's amazing. But okay, so I got my undergraduate in business and finance, and I get into business and finance, and the whole thing seems rigged to me. It's totally not what they told me in school. And so I'm like, I must be stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I was living in Wilmington, North Carolina, University of North Carolina's there, and I looked at the fees and so on. I was helping in some other businesses at the time, and as an investor and so on, helping others. And I was like, you know what? I really want to, I really want to do well in business. Like, it's my chosen field, so I like try to do well in it, right? And there's this, university system there, a big university by the beach. Actually, everyone wants to go to that University of North Carolina because it's got the beach and everything, right? And so it had a high level of professors and attendees, students, and all that. And it was in the town I was living in. And I looked up the fees and everything. I was like, wow, this is so affordable, because getting my master's, it's a 2-year degree, MBA, and it's a 1-year degree, the MSA, the Master's in Accounting, right? So that's 3 years of graduate school, and the 3 years fees and everything, and the books and everything, the combined total for both degrees was under $10,000. And I was like, I looked at myself and I was like, maybe I'm the idiot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't understand this. So I'm like, I need to get more training. So I went and I got it. And guess what? It is rigged. That's what I figured out from it. It's totally a rigged game. You sign your soul with the devil, and that's it. Like, I come out of there working for a accounting firm and stuff, and it was totally rigged. It was just like, I actually couldn't believe it, and I was like, I can't believe this, So, I tried to do my best, and then I found out it was rigged. I don't know, So, like, I've done my best. I've tried to do that, and then, at that time when right before I went to graduate school was when I met my guru. And right before I went to graduate school, during graduate school actually, I went to India during one of the Christmas breaks. That's what brought me to India, and right before I went to graduate school, I met my guru and stuff, and then he's like, yeah, you could go to graduate school, and okay, cool. So I was like, I'm gonna advance, like, help others in business, not be crooked, and try to advance spiritually. I did my best, and now that's all a farce, So then ultimately, I took that business and financial knowledge and realized, that goes hand in hand with the spiritual information. I'm able to help many. And, I'm able to help people, not to diss anyone who, like Dee Dee, for example, she does a lot. She's a mother. She has little ones. I don't know if she could go on pilgrimage. Maybe she can, maybe she can't. You know what I mean? Like, not to diss, like, her in particular. Like, she has never gone against me or against God or nothing like that. Some people can't go on pilgrimage, you know what I mean? Because there are obligations. It is possible that they maybe can't meet with me. It's rare that they can't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of years ago when all the disciples came and I had my Last Supper, and they all backstabbed me. That's when, except for Kelly and his grandson Ethan, right? They have it, and they're out there doing the work, and all, they have it. They took the principles, what I'm doing, and they're completely with Jesus. It's great. It's wonderful to meet someone like with such a big heart for Jesus Christ, like Kelly. And Ethan is just, humbly following along, doing his best with them. They're great, highest accolades to them both. And Mike too, he's not super far down by information or nothing like that, but he's moving quickly, and that's great. But then I open up, people have, it didn't look like it was easy for Jesus to, like, hey, let me go with God and get some disciples, and did anyone go against him? How was his life after he'd done that? After he showed up looking for disciples and helping people, how did he get treated from doing that? You think that's not happening to me every day, all the time? You think people aren't treating me like that? You have no idea. I'm not whining about it. I'm simply telling you about reality. You see what I'm saying? When Jesus said pick up the cross, what do you think that's going to be? It's going to be you're going to be whipped through the streets. Period. Everyone's going to hate your guts because it's like, oh, you're going with the truth. Well, how's that going to work out for you? We want this stuff, Okay, I don't make these rules. I didn't get to where I am by making up my own rules and doing, let me just do what I want. I don't think people understand what I've been through, being homeless, and people just have no idea, like I've lost my whole family, lost my children. My guru said my children will never speak to me, even though there's a decade left, and I got proof that all they do is I'm with God. Well, I guess they're not. You see what I'm saying? And he said, you'll never get back to your children. Well, those are God's children. They're not really my children. You see what I'm saying? They're not. They're God's. I didn't set them up for none of this stuff. I did my best with them. Okay? I never mistreated them. Nothing like that. No way. What? No. It's just that, my entire family is opposed to me. And basically stole my children by telling a bunch of lies about me, which is their free will. See, that's the thing. Free will is real, okay? It's like you get to make your own actions. You get to decide where you go. Heaven, there are 3 places you could go after this lifetime, and there will never be another place. There's heaven, there's hell, and then there's go to God. That's it. And you do it by your actions. I don't see how this isn't clear to people. You follow me? Anyway, Pamela, it's nice to hear that. Like, I'm looking forward to meeting you too. I mean, it sounds like you're the kindest human alive, honestly, from my very limited interactions with you. But the rest of this place can't even, you know what I mean? Like, it's mind-boggling. It really is. The numbers, the numbers. Because I'm gonna count. You're like everyone. Yeah, everyone. It's shocking, really. Even even when I was younger, Mayor Papa has a saying: the biggest sinners become the biggest saints. Why does that happen? Why do the biggest sinners become the biggest saints? Because you're told, oh, this matters. You know what I mean? Having money, these are the things that all America is told, like money, status, blah, 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 things, assets, la, 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 the list, right? Those are the things that bring you happiness. You should get them. And so when you pursue them, maybe get them and all that, you're like, this is, better maybe slightly than having nothing, but it doesn't make you happy. It maybe quenches your thirst for a moment, but then it becomes an empty thing after a while. Same with, a partnership. If you're a man or woman, you know what I mean? If you're doing a marriage, partnership, whatever. Even if you're doing that to the best of your ability, still, what are we separated from? Not another human. That's not the big deal. We're separate from God. We're supposed to return to God. Yes, Helen. We're, you slake your thirst on anything here, and it doesn't quench it. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you walk 14 dusty miles or you drink and you're, oh man, I drank a gallon of water. That was the greatest drink I ever had in my life. Well, X amount of hours later, what happens? Thirsty again. There's no fully quenching any thirst of any kind here. No desire is quenchable except for the thirst for God. That can be quenched. Is it easy? No. Is it meant to be easy? No. It's not meant to be easy. Everyone would do it. It's meant to be hard, okay? Listen, heaven, hell, and God. Now, God's there, and he's like, Who do I want to hang out with? A bunch of hypocrites? Give me a break. Back into the egg you go. You're not cooked yet. Right? You got to think about it from God's standpoint, right? And the other people like me have gone through this and made it all the way. The last thing they want to do is hang out with anyone who isn't 100% with God, right? They're not going to be like, oh, I made it to God and just let anybody in. The thirst for God would never be quenched that way. You see what I'm saying? You have the same situation you have here as you have with God. It's like that's the only thing you want to have happen, you know? In the end, it's like, get me God, please, for the love of God. Get me God, you know? That's the only thing. So I bring up Gethsemane because, you know, what's the double-edged sword of, Gabriel, the Holy Spirit, give me the sword of justice. What's the other edge of that? The other edge is your actions bring the justice upon you. You see, I can bring you the truth. Here's a sword, right? Here's the truth. And you go, nuh-uh. Who did you just cut? You. I didn't do it. I brought you the truth. And you decided to put the sword to your neck. That wasn't my choice. I was like, here's the truth. And then you're like, nuh-uh. Okay. But I got proof. Want to look at the proof? No. Okay. Like Sunday night. All right? Sunday night, I go to the drum circle. You know, here's a siesta key, right? Here's a big one, and over here's the Christians. To Christians, I just go over to them now, like Sunday night, I said, all of you are going into the lake of fire. All of you. I told you I'm a prophet. You don't look at my past prophecies, so you're all going to hell. You're all hypocrites. You're going to hell. Every single one of you. I looked them right in the face. There was nobody else there. There was nobody at the time I was there, like, oh, taking up their time or nothing like that. I looked at every single one of them in his face. You are all going to hell, and this is the reason. You see? I tell you the truth. I tell you I'm a prophet. I take months and months and months for them and say, listen, go look up in your book what you're supposed to do with prophets. What does it say? It says you're supposed to question them. It says you're supposed to decide. You're supposed to really, get into this, to agitate it. Look, what have they done in the past? What is, where are they off? What is right? What is wrong? So you're supposed to say, I deny them or I accept them. That's what you have to do. If someone says they're a prophet, if you're a Christian, if you are a Christian, it's in the Bible, it's in the New Testament. And so I was like, I just cut them off. Now, you're hypocrites, you're done. Why would I go over there anymore? Months and months and months of praying for them. Go over to them and pray for them. Tell them why I'm praying for them. Right to their face. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nothing ever happens. All of them in that whole group are Christians that go to Siesta Key. Nothing. Not a blip. I don't... from my end, it's I'm really happy about the people that do listen to me and follow along and do the best that they can. Because we can't, I'm not saying, hey, everyone be perfect. No, I'm just saying, hey, don't steal my copyrighted work and sell it as your own. That's not good for you, and it's not good for people. You're not even in the spiritual hierarchy. You have no one that's ever done that even has a college degree, let alone in business or finance or anything, let alone 2 master's degree and 30 plus years of experience and proof of a decade. They don't have any of those things. Can you imagine, by their actions and their free will, the harm that they're doing out there? I mean, it's just, to me, God is fathomable. God, by comparison to these evil bloodsuckers out there, is fathomable. What they are doing, heartless, to have no heart, I can't even imagine such a thing. I can't even imagine being a creature and not caring a whit about anyone but yourself. I can't even imagine that concept of how you would I don't know, be okay with yourself during the day. I would be like, I'd kill myself if that was what my life was. It was a total lie from start to finish. How would you get any sleep at night? I don't understand any of that. I really don't understand it. I have no understanding of that. I can't reconcile it with me. I can't. I have no, what I am and what they are is night and day, black and white. I'm nothing like them. I don't know anything about it. I'm like, what are you, what? Really, I don't understand it at all. How is that helping anyone? Even yourself. I let them know, you're really doing yourself damage as much as everyone else. And I explain how that's happening. Gethsemane. You see, you've gone to sleep in the grove of olive trees. How can I help you? I can't. You're asleep. You can't even hear what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do over here? Yeah? I just want to be extremely clear about this, okay? Honestly, I can help people to a certain level at a distance. I can, and I have. But ultimately, everyone has to come face to face with me that wants to move along. Bob didn't say, oh, hey, catch them on the internet, as a perfect master, you're good to go. No. That he never brought up, you see? Oh, that's how you can learn about me and so on, but it's not even worth your time or worth your while to meet with me face to face and, deny me or not. Like, that's not even worth your time. Okay, well, what are you doing with your life that is so time consuming and so good and is making so much forward progress for you spiritually? Please tell me what it is. I'm open to understanding and listening. Show me the proof. I really am. Oh, I'm missing something spiritually? God, tell me. Right? But no, I'm not. I'm not missing it. I'm trying to help others. So, look, I want to be, this video is to be extremely direct, because people are going to say, well, I didn't know I had to go on a pilgrimage to get to God. You have to get to God. You're going to heaven or hell otherwise. You come face to face with me, you're not going to make it to God. Period. It can't happen by God's spiritual rules, not mine. Over and over. I want to say 50% of what Mayor Obama talks about, I want to say 50% of what is ever written that he says is you have to find a perfect master. At least 50% of what the guy writes is you have to find a perfect master. I know. And everybody's like, no. For example, every Bible lover I've ever met, and that's every single one, there are no exceptions to anyone I've ever met, they all cling to one thing and one thing only, right? One thing and one thing only. Somewhere, Mayor Obama wrote down, if you take my name, Mayor Obama, in your last breath, then you will come to me. And that's all they go by. I'm not kidding. And that's every single one of them that I've ever met, period. There's no exception to that I've ever met. Nope. Because we get right down to it, I really have a talk with them, and they explain that's what they're going with. Every single one. I mean, can you imagine staking your entire spiritual future on your absolute last breath as if that negates all your prior actions? Can you even imagine that? I can't. Yeah, no, this is, fall asleep in the grove of olives is some serious stuff there. Alley-oop. Alley-oop? Right? Somebody catch the high ball and dunk it, right? Alley-oop. Yeah, but I'm throwing it right up there, and all you got to do is put it in the basket, and are you doing it? No. What? It's just unfathomable to me. People are way more unfathomable to me than God. God is so simple. It's unbelievable to me. To me, God, like I've already got that consciousness that I'm not separate from God, but God's simple, right? You can't understand every aspect of God, but I can't understand a single one aspect of any human. I can't understand them. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand anything about it. All right. So that's my main thing I want to talk about. I get Amazon. I'm on a 2-month free thing because EBT, right? I'm watching videos. It's great. There's a new one that come out on there called the Feed. I want to go through some signs and symbols right now. Feed, right? EE is always that 33, right? We be 33. WEM and 3 are all the same symbol. They're just spun a different direction, right? All the same exact symbol. Okay, what is a 3? What is a W? What is a M? What is a E? Why does that relate to the devil? Because the devil's pitchfork, right? That's what it is. The devil's pitchfork, right? You got 3 options up here: heaven, hell, and God, right? That's it. Devil's pitchfork. And so the name of the show is called The Feed, F-E-E-D. So when we were doing COVID, remember that whole thing, right? I don't have it in my bag no more. I removed it, but I had on one side, I had a piece of cardboard, right? And I had used some black magic marker on it. It said "free hugs" on it, because it was that was an older skit, right? That they did free hugs, and now they're doing get away from each other 6 feet. So I'm like, and the flip side of my cardboard was F33 hugs, right? And I would go to the drum circle, and everybody's like distancing themselves, and they had the circle roped off so you couldn't get it in, and all this crazy, they were down for it. And I had my sign. I like free hugs, hey, free hugs. And no, actually, no, I'm sorry, I take that. I wouldn't say free hugs. I would say both species. And I would turn around, both species. And the fallen angels, really, this is what they would do. They go, they'd see my sign and they couldn't help it. They start, because they're supposed to be even, not give the game away, silent. But I had this, free hugs thing for them, and they literally start to lose it because they're like, you know what I'm saying? And I go around the whole circle, I do that, I'm like, and I wouldn't get no hugs, right? And I'd be like, what? Is this an old script? I'm not on social media. I don't know. Am I doing the wrong script? Someone help me out, I think it was Kelly, you were saying, oh, I hope they don't do this, fake pestilence thing again. I'm like, that was, I want to say, for me, it felt like my time of greatest comedy was during the COVID thing. I mean, I could just walk through the streets and make fun of everyone, the priests and, everyone. It was the police, everyone. I had my number on everyone, and I had the sign. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, And then if it was a cop, I just pull up my phone and they're like, what? And they start running the other way. It was, YouTube took down so many of my videos. I go to the hospital. I went into the hospital, I went by the hospital like a couple nights a week filming them and stuff. They even, the hospital they went to, the Venice hospital, they closed that, that? After I did that, they closed the hospital on the island of Venice. So no other hospital there. They just closed it. And it's been closed since for years. Can you imagine? I just waited and exposed them and they closed the place. Hospital. Big one, okay? It's by far the biggest building. I want to say, I got to be at least 5 times bigger than anything else on that island. That building. Closed it. Can you imagine? Yeah, Dee Dee, I don't know what to say, about this, because, I think I've had a pretty patient decade, and plus, with people, I was like, let me go at this myself, let me go at the bankers myself, let me go at the police myself, let me go at the system myself, and that's what I've done. Let me get killed. I'm tired of this place, right? Let me go to God. Excuse me. Let me go to God, right? I'm tired of everyone. Let me just get this done and over with. And they can't kill me. I was like, oh man, that sucks. because, I'm not doing anything against God, so I know where I was going. And I was like, crap, I got to be here, And then I'm like, crap, I got to help people here, Okay, fine. If there's anyone who wants to go with God, fine, that's actually a reason to stay alive, I'll help them. But the numbers, I've done this already. I've gathered disciples, had them to my home, had them to, never again, oh my God. Like, no way, right? Just talk about ruining my life for an extended period of time. Many years after these creatures showed up and stole my work and live in my town and just on and on with the evil they've done to me. But let's go on. I don't want to get sidetracked because I want to talk about this TV show on Amazon called The Feed. So it's FEE. When there's like beer is 2 E's, right? That's with them. Weed, that's with them. Anything like that, that's with them. Okay, it's just those words. The man who yelled at me to get off the bench because you didn't have a shirt. Oh, and look who showed up while I'm talking. Right, look who's coming over. And they're turning the boat right at me. Come on, I tell you, they follow me everywhere. Look at my proof right today, eh? Look, they're helping you. They are serving you. You don't think so, right? But them performing this act, look, guys looking right at me. So I was filming. You saw that, right? Look. What? Come on. Proof. I'm all about proof. Come on. Yeah, moving on. That's right. Come on. How many decades of proof? I can't go my whole life and get proof and be like, no, hey, another prophet will be along. Don't worry, we got plenty of time. No, ain't like that. Anyway, The Feed, right? It's really fascinating, this show, because it's actually a lot about them. It's all about them and them explaining it. Like, they have, first of all, their mind can tap in with no other physical attachments of electronic devices or nothing like that. It doesn't have anything like that. They can see into anyone else's mind or anywhere on the anything that's going on, both happening in real time and stuff like in the past. Like if you're looking at Facebook, it's like see a video or a short on YouTube or something like that. They just look at their mind and they see all that, you see? And they can also get like instant I would say like PSAs, public service announcements from like the devil in charge. You could get like everyone could get like an order basically together, everyone, like the overlord can just step in and say da da da, and everyone's like okay, and you, first of all, you can't turn this feed off. I haven't watched the whole season or anything. I think it's just getting started. I'm like in the third one, but you can't turn it off. And what happens is their right eye, right? Something happens to their right eye, and some of them try to pull out the right eye, but they die if they do it. And that's why in the Bible it says, if your eye is causing you problems, pluck it out. That's their problem. They need to pluck out their eye because their eye puts them into the feed. You see what I'm saying? That's actually how it works with them. These creatures are not like you and me. This is trying to tell you that. I'm trying to tell you that. You see? And so is everything else, right? You should go look at this thing. It's and what happens is it does. What you're up against is not you, okay? You can't go, oh, I'm this and this is what I'm up against. No, the devil's giving dominion down here of everything that's down here. Why? If you have a want or desire that's here, you get it from the devil. You don't get it from God. That's why Mary Mama is extremely, extremely, extremely time after time after time after time. He says he's extremely direct about this. If you pray for money, don't use my name. Don't pray to me. That's not, I'm not there for that. He says it all the time. Find a perfect master and don't pray to me about money. I don't. I think it's just time and time. I mean, sure, he talks about some other stuff, yeah, but the things that he repeats a million times, is that. How can people mess that up, right? Anyway, it's really a lot about how they operate. I'm surprised actually to find this show on, being just shot out there. Honestly, I feel like it's sort of maybe given a little bit too much away, because, the angels are given orders like that, and so are the fallen ones, right? And they're just given orders at some point. Like one of them is a couple that has a baby, and they find out in utero is given this feed, it's implanted on them when they're in the womb, and they lose it. They start to figure out, how can we get out of the system? And they're like, who can do the surgery to get me out of this? And no one can. Only God can get you out of the system. You see what I'm saying? If you were to pray to God for money, you pray to the feed. You see, hey, I need some more money. Nah. But if you... No, I'm not high anymore. I'm fasting for marijuana. No, I'm not high. Amanda, I'm not. So thank you for asking. The fallen angels, thank you for asking. You're the perfect foil. No, I'm not. Thank you for asking. No. J Mama and praise Jesus Christ. No, I'm not. Thank you for asking. But no. I'm fasting from that. If I give something up, then I fast. I never go back. I never fail at fasting. That's never happened to me ever. Is it difficult? No, I'm not saying it's less or more difficult for me. I'm saying I don't fail. That's it. I do. You know what I do fail at fasting sometimes? Like silence is tough for me. Like Silence Day. When I started it, I was like, July 10th, right? Like that's fasting from speech is harder than it sounds. If you haven't done it 43 years, that just, I mean, can you imagine, if you've ever read Marijuana, can you imagine making the information transfer from your mind into a book? Such sublime perfection is unfathomable, right? And you never spoke, and you never put pen to paper. God help us all, right? It's I mean, if that's not proof, I don't even, it's just, it's amazing. Yeah, J. Palmatini. So, the people that do this research and so on, it's not all, your eyes can't just read a book all the time. They get tired and stuff like that. And, they make the LOL, the light, right, easier to absorb where you're looking at a flat screen or so on. But they're always kind of telling us what's up if you know what you're looking at, So, I just wanted to, that's some current event stuff going on. Another thing is, obviously, it's in the Bible about no, Alice, it's really tough. July 10th is, called Silence Day. It's a good day to annually, at least, one day per year, set aside a day and be silent. And boy, it is hard. I can do it now, but woo, where you get started with that, man, that was the hardest fast I ever have tried. Like, it's just, hardest time for me is like when I wake up, because you're just like, I'm back in the body. You're like, you're half out of it. Maybe you say something or whatever. Yeah, that's all we could do is do our best and ask for God's help. Definitely, I'm just telling you, that's where I have failed fasting is. I had to improve quite a bit on that one. I have improved, but for me, other things that may be easy for some people, it may be hard for some people. For me, that was hard. So, because I'm here to give voice so that people can hear and you're supposed to deny a prophet or accept a prophet. Those are your only two options. You're not supposed to say nuh-uh, but that's what I get is nuh-uh. Oh. Another funny thing happened at Drum Circle Sunday night. It was really funny. First of all, there's this nice home free dude. I think home free is a better name than homeless. Wookie Foot's got a really pleasant song about home free. It's a good listen. Also, oh hey, I thought of another. I did bring that book. I thought of another 1969 reference. Grateful Dead song. I'm going to hell in a bucket. Name of the song is Hell in a Bucket. We're in a dome in a bucket. Hey, going to hell in a bucket, baby. But at least I'm enjoying the ride. That's that song. That's another one, right? I think it's always about going to hell for them. They know. They're made of smokeless fire. They have the gin. They get everything in this world. They pop into these bodies, come in and out of them, and they run this short. That's their thing. Okay. Eventually, though, they have to take a human form. They'll eventually their thirst, won't feel quenched, and they will have had enough, and they will want to play the game, and up they will go and earn their feathers and wings, and they will play the game. So, and it's funny. I'm at the Drum Circle, like I'm not over the Christians, right? I'm back at the Drum Circle, and before I even go into it, I was parked where I am here now, right here, in the shade, last week, and this dude from the Drum Circles here, he's home free, he's living in his van, very nice guy. I talk with him a couple minutes about, hey, this is what I do, and get money from the banks and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Because he obviously needs some money, so I tell him what's what. And so I get to the Sunday Drum Circle, and this other dude there, and he's actually standing next to Garrett, and this guy Garrett, and he goes, hey, I hear you've got some information about like finances and stuff like that. Of course, he'd come at me with 1099 and the whole list of the stupid stuff, and I was explaining to him how that's fake and everything. So that's how I spent half the Drum Circle talking to this one dude. So I was like, okay, you need to process this. And he's like, okay. And then if you have any further questions or want any other information, I was like, here's my YouTube channel, go watch that. If you're with it, I'm around. Ask me something, whatever. Okay, I'm going to go to the Drum Circle. I go in there, pray for him. And I come out. And then I like this enormous, super nice, younger black dude with the dreads and everything. He's actually a good dancer. I haven't seen him dance for a long time, but I have seen him out there. But a very nice young man walks by me, and he's wearing a Beatles shirt, right, of them crossing Abbey Road. And I look at him, I go, hey, you know about 64-year time loop? And he looks at me and goes, yeah. And I left the Drum Circle. I was on my way out. They know. And they know I know. That's it. And they know that I know so much it doesn't matter whether they say or not anymore. It don't matter. Why? I don't need any help. I'm all the way there. You see what I'm saying? So they're cool with it. I'm cool with it. Who do I go to the Drum Circle and pray for? Them! Right? And they know it. They know that too. So they know I'm there praying for them. Why? For them. You see? So they appreciate my work, and I know they're not allowed to, break silence and stuff and help anyone. I don't need their help, so they're not telling me anything I don't know, so that's fine if they say stuff to me. It don't matter. It matters if they say stuff to you, not to me. But they're never going. You see what I'm saying? This isn't their lifetime. They're performing their duty, and that's that. No. Am I 65? No. But that's a great question. This is how the demon is. Thank you, demon, for asking that question. Let me go through it. You're testing me, and they should test me, right? They should test my knowledge. They actually test me as a prophet. Everywhere I go, they do test me. They do. People don't, but they do. And so they're actually doing the right thing. They're not hypocrites. The Christians, hypocrites. The fallen angels, at least they're not hypocrites. They're not. They're doing their job. They're asking the right questions. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm just going to point out they're not hypocrites. You see what I'm saying? They're actually performing their role properly, is why I go and pray for them. I'm done praying for the Christians there. But why? I'm going to go, take over their role. But, I pray for them. They earn their feathers and wings. They don't mess up the game. They don't give it away. They don't. And they ask me proper questions. No, I'm not high. That it's already been asked. I'm LOL, Lord of Light. They're calling, right? He's calling his God's name. That's a proper thing to do. That's what I say. If your God is Jesus Christ, use the name Jesus Christ all the time. Not Amen, not so on, right? That's another name of the devil. I hate it is calling LOL the devil. Good. That's what the demons are supposed to do. They're not hypocrites. You see? But let me answer the am I 65 question, because it's a question I get a lot from the demons. And right, what is my name? My name isn't important. My title is, right, prophet. I'm the prophet. I'm the only prophet alive. Okay, there's 7,000 that won't kneel to Baal, and I come, and then I'm one. You have to go. Well, I'm still going to answer your question. Am I 65? Okay, nah. Yeah, I have to go. I'm still going to answer it. Thank you for, they already know my answer. They already know this. What? Because they're on the feed. They've already heard it. So he came in, asked this question to help you. That's their job, is to help you. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, Hayden, I'm actually going to pray to you that you earn your feathers and wings and get home to God. You're doing your job properly. You are doing your job properly. You didn't fall asleep in Gethsemane. Right. No, you're doing your job properly. Can you make me laugh? Right? That's yet to be seen. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. So am I 65? The answer is, yes and no, right? Am I 65? In other words, have I moved past the 64-year time loop, right? And am I going to God come Judgment Day? Yes. Right? Am I 65? So 65 is a term that means I'm going to make it to God. I'm not going to come back in this 64-year time loop. That's what the question means. Are you 65? He didn't ask how old I am. You see that? It didn't ask, do you qualify as a senior citizen? Didn't ask that. Didn't ask the program things that popped into your mind that I read. They did not. That didn't happen. Are you 65? In other words, have you gone past the 64-year time loop? Do you know about it? Can you answer my question? Are you the chosen one? Yes, I am. You see what I'm saying? How direct is that? Simple. You follow? The birth certificate that goes along with this body says born in 1961. So no karma before the age of 8. So you come in here in 1969, I do, with papers that said throw the karma on that dude, right? And then I live in age. I'm the individual that lives in age from 8 until I'll be 72, right? No one can kill me. I am any of tribe. I can say Jesus Christ. Right, Christy? I can say Jesus Christ. That's what they're asking. Can you say Jesus Christ? The jinn, the demons, they can't say those two words together. They can't say Jesus Christ. Another good question. They're here asking these questions for you. Okay, you few humans that are in here. Here come the jinn, the sheriffs over there. They're all working for you. Trying to show you who I am. And I got like 3, 4 going to pilgrimage. Golly. No problem. No problem, Chrissy. I hope you earned your feathers and wings. You're doing your job properly as a demon, as a fallen one. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're not a hypocrite. Period. You're supposed to say your God's name, right? Not a hypocrite. That's it. LOL. The devil. Islam. right? Again, my name is not important. I'm the prophet. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like, it's not my name. You're a Muslim? Okay, see, I'm a prophet. Prophet, like your prophet, right? Muhammad. He wasn't religious. I'm not religious. I'm not in a religion. You see what I'm saying? I just follow the truth. Prophets come like Muhammad. Like Muhammad was dictated everything he wrote from Gabriel. I've dictated everything I write from Gabriel, the angel, who is also known in the Christian world as the Holy Spirit. You see? Isla. Okay, Isla. The Isle of Discontent, Black Rock, right? The center point of our of our uh of our map, right? The center point, out of like the circumpunct, is the simplest sign or symbol that exists. It's told it's the first one. Why? Because it's the first map of the world, first map of the Devil's Kingdom. Uh, Correct again, Christy. I am the best, chosen from God. That's not an ego trip. It's a spiritual hierarchy thing. The way Muhammad was the best, is the best. That's the best that anyone could do, is reach the level that Muhammad did. Right? Just like Jesus prayed to God, right? There is one God, right? And just like Muhammad prayed to Allah, same God. How can, oh, I'm two gods. What the hell? No. My God's better than yours. What? There's one God. What are you all talking about? Every book says the same thing. Just you don't have a prophet to decode it, and I'm the only prophet. I decoded it all. All right, Isla. The Isle of Discontent, right? The Isle of Misfit Toys, Santa and the Evils. I mean, Satan and the evil elves. I mean, Santa and the elves. don't laugh like that. You know what? That might be the hardest fast that I would have, right? Because don't worry, be happy. I am happy I'm with God. And the sooner I die, the better. But I can't die, so I gotta be here for the whole age. I'll be one in the field, and where'd he go? He was right over by there, and now he disappeared. He'll be 9/11/2033. Poof! He's gone. Goodbye. See you in 12,000 years. I'll be back laughing at you. No, I'm just, Muhammad was not God. I mean, you have to think of it this way. Muhammad didn't say he was God, right? Because he would have been murdered if he could have been. But he wouldn't have got his point across. The point being, our goal in life is to reunite with God. And so if you do it while you're in the body, then you say, oh, I'm with God. You say I'm with God or I am God, because it's the same. Dogs? No. Of course not. But the shapeshifters could. You see what I'm saying? Like all dogs, right, that are around humans are shapeshifter demons, you see? And so they get tossed into the lake of fire. Kebasami. You see the same jinn, demons, whatever you want to call them, they are from LOL, the Lord of Light, right? They're made of smokeless fire. So it's not they go into the lake of fire on Judgment Day, 9/11/2033. They do that. Why? Because that's what they're made of. You see what I'm saying? They can shapeshift in and out of animal form, right? Let's go. You want me to... What, every animal you've ever seen around you is a shape-shifting demon. Every single one your entire life. Everything else is a hoax. Yeah, their consciousness is evolving, but the thing is, it's happening during their lifetime. They can go in and out of human form. Not all of them, but some of them. You see what I'm saying? It's part of their ability to watch us, right? The watchers on the wall, the 330 million fallen angels. They are constantly watching us. It's just a better deal. They can watch us better from a form that looks like they're not watching. You see? If there's just an animal near you, you're like, oh, well, isn't that cute? But they're watching. You see? unless they touch the avatar in the abbot. Who's doing that? Who's touching me, right? They let me tell you. Oh, that reminds me. Oh my God, this was the freakiest thing that happened at the drum circle. I almost left it out. This last one on Sunday. I'm in the drum. Dogs become human, maybe. I'm in the next life, but he's talking about if you drop a form from if you're a dog form and you go to human form, did you just lose your life of the dog form? Did you go in and out of life during this lifetime? That's another way to read Bear Mama's stuff. You see what I'm saying? Is to come in and out of life. They do that. They go through many lifetimes in this age because they're shape-shifting in and out of form. That's a new lifetime. What? That body just died, right? The human body or the dog body or the bird body or the turtle or fish body or the manatee body, the shark body, or blah. It just died, right? That's why you find shark's teeth on the beach, right? I've explained this. Right here in the Comas, there are always shark's teeth on the beach every day, more shark's teeth. And then it's the most beautiful beach that exists, and there are always tourists here. They're always picking up shark's teeth. I'm always picking up shark's teeth. In fact, your dog wasn't evil. I didn't say your dog was, well, what? Your dog is fallen angels are here to earn their feathers and wings. You see what I'm saying? They are one with the devil. They do what they're told on their feed. See, dogs, like most humans, haven't found the ability to separate themselves from their thoughts. They think they can create a thought. You can't create a thought, and I can't create a thought, right? Thoughts are sent to us. Thoughts are sent from hell, the moon, or heaven, the sun. Those are the two places that thoughts are sent from. And we are the ones receiving the information, and we're the ones that are going, oh, based on my free will, what will I do? But you see, fallen angels barely have free will, and real angels, they don't have any free will. They just don't have any free will. Free will they don't have it. You see, they or think they're their thoughts. So that's not free will. That's not the ability to discriminate between thoughts, and then they're working on instinct like a dog. That's how they can shapeshift. You see what I'm saying? Their consciousness is not different from a dog. They're like going on their thoughts, which aren't their own. It's really so. Name a car for an edit. What enough? Anyway, nice try. But I'm going to go back to my point about what happened to me in the drum circle. I had talked to this guy on the side. He had his questions. Oh, hey, I sent him my YouTube and stuff. I was like, hey, they're playing fuck him, and I go in and pray for them. I go in there and start praying for him. It's actually quite busy. And this one drummer comes up to me, and they rope off a section with just the drummers in it because there's so many people. And I put my bag in the roped off section way at the back of it, right? Not near anyone, okay? And this dude comes out to me and he says, hey, your bag is too close to me. I don't know what, he's like, I don't want to give you a hard time. I don't mean anything directly about you. He said, I just don't want anyone near me. I said, dude, you're an inch from me in the drum circle. What are you talking about? You're right near me. You just stopped me from dancing and you're right next to me. That's a lie, obviously. You're near me. What are you talking about? He's like, your bag, I don't know what's in it. So I don't know, I don't want that near me. I said, go open my bag and look through everything in it right now. He's like, this isn't about you. I said, yes, it is. I said, go open my bag. You made a claim about me and what's in my bag. I said, you go open my bag and look at every single thing. He's like, I'm not going through your bag. I said, why not? You just brought up going through my bag and there's something in my bag. I said, go over there and look at it. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I was like, God, you know what? Fine. I went and picked my bag, went to the other end of the drum circle. I'm like, these creatures, right? It's unbelievable, you see? No. Why not let him look at my bag? That creature was making a claim against me that there's something in my bag that isn't, that isn't good for him. And what was in my bag? I'll tell you what. Want to know what was in my bag? You're looking at it. You want to know what he couldn't touch? You don't want to know? You're looking at it. You're looking at it right here. My keys. This is what's in my bag right here. They can't touch. Oh, I don't want to go in your bag. But it's bothering him. You follow me? Totally bothering him. Uh-huh. Exactly. Get your bag away from me. I'm like, right? Don't worry. I'll go on the other side. Thanks for letting me know. Yep. These creatures, right? Yeah. Cross, right? How many sides? Hey, Ela, let's see if you know anything. Let's see if you know anything. Let's see if you know a single thing. How many sides to a coin? It's a simple question. A coin, right? A quarter, nickel, dime, penny, whatever, right? A physical coin. How many sides to a coin? Let's see if Ela, right? Isla, my bad. Let's see if Isla can answer a question. One question. It's very simple. You know the meaning of a cross? I'm just about to tell you. Simple question. Okay. Can't answer a simple question. How many sides to a coin? The answer is 3. The answer is 3. How many sides to a coin, right? One side, the other, then there's a flat edge. Am I right? Anyone? I mean, Muslims can't even answer a simple question about a coin. You gotta wonder, right? Right? You're Muslims and you don't know the answer to how many sides to a coin. Unreal. It's unbelievable that you're unable to answer that question, right? Unbelievable. I say I'm a prophet. You don't listen to a word I say, not a single word, right? You're a hypocrite. You follow a prophet, but you deny prophet, so you're a hypocrite. You're going to get tossed in the lake of fire. Let me explain myself. Since this whatever, Muslim, right? Right? Getting tossed in the lake of fire for being a hypocrite. That's you, Isla. Anyway, 3 sides to a coin, right? 3 sides to a coin. How many sides to a cross, right? How many sides to a cross? Same thing. One side, another, and then there's a third plane, right? 3. 3 sides to a cross. What does that mean, right? What's 4, right? How many points to on a cross? 4, right? 4. They're 4, right? They're 4. So it's telling you 4 times 4 times 4 equals what? Anyone? 64. Where does 64 your time loop? By the cross. And Jesus is nailed to it. Is Allah nailed to the cross? No. Muhammad nailed to the cross? No. Nope. Jesus says every knee must bow, every tongue confess. I've told you I'm not religious. I told you. Was Muhammad right? Yes. Yeah. He just wasn't given, the keys to the kingdom. One individual, right? One individual. No one comes to the Father except for the Son. Who's the Father? Allah, right? That's it. So God, Allah, whatever. There's one God. But no one comes to God except for through this age, through the 64-year time loop, through the name Jesus Christ. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. I don't make the rules. I'm not religious. Period. American flag, right? 13 stripes, 50 stars, field of blue. 64. Rosary, 59 beads, a triangle, the cross. 64. Did I say 54? 64. I meant. The I Ching, 64, right? 64 hexagrams. The Buddhist Wheel of Time, 8 times 8, right? 64. The wheel is the spokes and the negative space between the spokes. 8 times 8, 64. The double dorji of the Tibetan Buddhists, 64. The checkerboard, 64. The Beatles went up 64. On and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. So deny a prophet, show up, deny a prophet, get tossed in the lake of fire. It's that simple. Period. Very simple. I am the one who sends everyone to hell, right? You do not. Why? Because I am the truth. I say the truth. My name is unimportant, right? I'm just the prophet. I am the truth. And so you're not denying me, you're just denying the truth, which I have proof of. And then so you're denying God, so you're opposed to God, who is the one that gives me God's grace that makes you a prophet. So you deny God, and off you go to hell. Thank God. All right. I got rid of the Muslims, swept out them hypocrites. What? Out you go. Christians and hypocrites hit the road, right? All hypocrites laid it for you. I'm running out of patience. You know, people might have liked me better when I was smoking weed. I was a lot more patient, a lot more, introspective and working on my own stuff. But now it ain't like that. I'm who I am. I know who I am. I know the truth. It's all worked out. And so now I am here to make sure everyone, all the hypocrites, they don't go to God. Because the last thing I want to do after I go to God is hang out with you. Christy wants me to say Christy as if Christy's name is God. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Jesus Christ. They're skillful, these demons. You see, they're supposed to do this. Good for them. Come test me night and day. I'm always ready. You see? So simple. You ain't dead yet, Dee Dee. You ain't dead yet. You still got free will. You can still make it. You ain't dead yet. Oh my God. I had a Muslim retort to me. I posted something on their YouTube thing, and they're like, well, God made religion, and so, religion is the guide to get us to God. I'm like, no, prophets are the guide to get us to God, right? Muhammad didn't say, everybody be Muslim. No. What? Christy's from Albania, say, is that what they're calling the ether these days? I'm from Albania. I love it. Got any proof you got a body and you're not just a djinn over there in the ether? No, you don't have it, so you're a djinn in the ether. Boom. Done. Got it. All right. Yeah, proof up or shut up is the only rule around here. Proof up or shut up, right? Post your photo of your driver's license or birth certificate. You're in Albania. Make a claim, prove your claim, or you're a hypocrite, liar. Off you go to hell. It's always that simple. Make a claim, prove your claim, or off you go to hell. Don't ever make a claim in front of a prophet that you can't back up with proof. Don't ever do it, or you're destined for hell. Guaranteed. Later for you. Okay. You see, my patience is run out. I had a decade of patience. Now we got a decade left. We got less than a decade. Think I should be patient with people? Or you think I should be like the passage I read today, make you climb a mountain, make you come down and walk the next 14 miles without a drink? Which one helps you? That. This is not easy, right? You're just programmed parrot. Just parrot. Someone told me this. Polly was a cracker. No, Polly was a cracker. That's why I'm Muslim, because Polly was a cracker. That's why Muslim. Polly was a cracker. Well, who made you say Polly was a cracker? Christy? Christy was a cracker. Yeah, but who implanted that Christy was a cracker? You see? You can't even go that far. You can't even discern who is sending your thoughts and get past them. No way, no how. Listen to you. My God. Can you say Marana? Can you say Marana? Can you say Oh my God. You see why I run out of patience, everyone? Do you see why it's occurred? It's a natural outcome of dealing with them. And they have made me run out of patience, and thank you for making me run out of patience. Because I don't got that left. And nor should I, right? Right? I'm very sweet and kind. Anyone that wants to be with God and wants to hear about that and wants to know the details, my God, do I take my time and do that to the last detail? Do I not? Yes, I do. because that's why I'm here. But everyone else takes the time to, lie, steal my work, say no, all that, except for a very few. And that's why I never block anyone on my feeds. I never do that anymore. No, these divas are here to teach. I need a foil. You see what I'm saying? Oh, get them out of here. Why? No, I pray for them. Christy and who else was that? Isla. You're here. You're a demon. Great. You don't have a body. You're earning your feathers and wings, so you're going to get a chance to play this game in a human form because you're doing what your role is properly, and you're helping the ones that hear properly. You're doing your job. You're not a hypocrite. You see what I'm saying? You're a fallen angel. You're testing the humans. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not giving away. You're not like, hey, I'm a fallen angel. He's right. No, you don't do that. Good. Good. They're supposed to make up their mind on their own. Good. You're doing your job correctly. That's why I pray for you. All you demons, I pray for you. The humans can learn a lot from the demons. It's a fact. And who else they going to learn from? They will only learn from demons. They will learn from me. Only a handful will learn from me. Right? Because they're all like, nuh-uh. So they have to learn from you. And we get tired of getting their ass scorched by you demons, and they'll be like, hey, what's that guy saying? Right? Anyway. Oh. I'm going to finish up with this one thing. I know everybody's got stuff they got to do with stuff. I want to finish up with this one thing. I got my emails that hasn't been sorted out for a while. I got my tech individual working all that on Jesus Christ Trust. So if you ever sent me an email and it didn't come through, it's because, over there, the jinn screwed it up in the ether, so you can't get in touch with me on purpose. But I'm trying to get that sorted. So what am I going to do now with my email? Well, I'm going to write first of all, yesterday I looked up, day before yesterday, on Sunday, I was like, who's talking about Judgment Day, right? And I seen all these articles on it because Israel's, at war, and so we're getting near the end, and obviously the demons are supposed to bring it up. What language does Jesus Christ speak? He spoke the language of the heart. He spoke the language of the heart. The language of the heart. He spoke the language of the heart, right? We're supposed to be here, head and heart together, equal. You see what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to be didactic and evil and just get things in this world that you can see in front of you, like the evil fallen angels like you, Christy. You're supposed to have a heart, you see, and care for others. But not without a head, right? Because I had a heart only, and I did have a head for these demons. So the humans, the 7,000 that won't kneel to Baal, they have to balance it. They have a heart. They have to get the information, which I'm giving them. You all have all the information, but you have no heart. You see what I'm saying? Jesus spoke the language of the heart. Okay? He did, he spoke some of the language of the head too, obviously, but he more acted that. You see what I'm saying? He more did it. Like he would just deliver demons and tell them what's up. He'd be like, get out of those bodies and into the pigs, and off you go and die. Yeah, Alan, thank you for that. We're working on things, and it's not easy. Everything is difficult. This information is extremely difficult to bring to people. I have one techie working super part-time. She's the only one I've been able to trust of anyone I've interacted with over the years. She's super slow. She's not an expert, and she's helping me in her time. I do pay her handsomely. That's the only one I can ever find that do any work with any of this stuff ever. I've never been able to find anyone else I trust, not ever. Everyone else has destroyed my work, and so on and so on. So I appreciate that. I got an email about that today from Tammy, and I wrote, my tech, and she's working on that. Okay? Thank you very much, Alan. I super appreciate it. But my email's not working. And I found out because I started this process, that email started kicking back to me. So I'm going to tell you what I started. This is the last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get off, okay? So, Judgment Day, whoever wrote about it, I do a Google search, right? Who is, Judgment Day? And I do it for the last month. And I was like, all these articles pop up from all these organizations. I look for them with emails. I send them an email. Hey, and I sent them a 64-year time loop email. I was, because what? I'm like, hey, just wanted to know if you're not a demon. In case you're not, here's the truth. And if I don't hear from you, I'll assume you're a demon because, you know, and I explained to them what you're supposed to do with a prophet. You're supposed to either reject them or accept them. And if you do neither, you get thrown into the lake of fire. So I'll just let all the demons know, hey, you're all going to hell. All the Christians who write about this, everyone. Like, I'll write them an email and let them know, hey, you're going to hell. Having that Christian pastor the other day gave me that kind of thought, started planting the seed for that thought. I was like, oh, man, I could go with them. Just send them an email and, you know, send them on hell. This would be it'd be easier. I could do it from my place. They can deny the truth from over there. I won't hear from them. That's that. Into the lake they go. Oh, there's a little. Oh, there goes another one. Like a bug zapper. Whoops, lost another one. All right. Okay, that's I just felt like the people that are doing this work, that are, you know, interested in maybe doing a pilgrimage or stuff, I got to start crossing the hypocrites that don't do anything off the list. You see what I'm saying? And I got to make it, because what, it takes 7 years for me to process from the 6th plane to the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Like, 10 years is, less than 10 years is not much time to go through all the spiritual planes. It really is not much time. So I have to really dial this in and move the people that want to move forward. I have to move them forward. You see what I'm saying? Christy, let me ask you a question, demon. What was Jesus's name that the Muslims give Jesus? Because I went to his shrine in Srinagar in Kashmir, and I went to his shrine, and I also found Jesus Christ's tomb, right? I put up all the proof of all that years ago in Kashmir, right? In the Himalayas. That's where his tomb is. So what did they call him? What did the Muslims call Jesus Christ? Let's see if you even know that, Christy. Let's see. You're allowed to say that, because Muslims are allowed to say that name. You're allowed to say his name. So what's his name? What do you call him? Say it. No, I'm going to do it then. You can't do it? Yeah, you see, you're not a Muslim. See, you're not a Muslim. Can't even say his name. Last chance. I'm going to say it. Here's an opportunity. This ain't going to cost you either way. This is not against, you know, this isn't against that. No! That's the name of God. What is the name that the Muslims give Jesus Christ? God is God, right? Allah is the name of God that Jesus prayed to, right? Okay. God is the name of God that Jesus prayed to. That's the name of God, okay? No, I asked you what the name of Jesus Christ is to the Muslim. After he died on the cross was, you know, and then he, you know, got life again, he went into the Muslim world, right? He went further east, right? He went east. He went to India. He went to, you know, he went through the Muslim world. He went through the Muslim world and was given a name. What was his name? Is so simple. All the Muslims know. All real Muslims know his name. Come on. No one, huh? Isa. My God. ISA or ISSA. That's how you Muslims spell his name. That's the name you give him. That's the name he took after his death. Right? What's your name? Isa. That's what he said. That's what you call him. That's it. Can't even say Isa. Wow, that's something. Look at that, people. A Muslim can't even say the name Isa. Crazy. Crazy, these demons. Okay. Everyone, thanks for being here. The Muslims that come in, they deny me as a prophet, so they'll be going to hell. Off you go. Anyone else? Off you go. It's on the crosses. Thank you. Isa. Name Isa. So simple. I don't... You could Google this stuff. I'm not talking about... All right, everyone, thanks for being here. Those few individual, Alan, Dee Dee, uh, Pamela, Cal, all y'all, you're doing super great. I'm really happy with my time here spent on you individuals because I'm not going to get many people, okay? I know that, all right? And the few that I do get, it's my only reason for taking a breath every day. You see what I'm saying? It's the reason for being here. You follow? Okay, so for you all, you're doing great. Keep up the good work, okay? And I look forward to see you soon on pilgrimage. I'll be making my plans and all that stuff and getting it all dialed in and all that. I know you will be too. You'll be hearing from me via email soon, Cal. All right? I know. That's why I brought it up. DD. Isn't it funny? No, I'm not okay. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna go jump in the ocean again. This stuff is crazy, you know. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. And if your God is named Allah, Allah, you know, inshallah, all those as God wills, all right? But nobody gets to the Father, Allah, except through the Son, Jesus Christ. So bless you all in the name of Jesus Christ. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for all your feedback. I look forward to some face-to-face with y'all, you know, soonish, because man, does this get old. All right. Don't forget now, God loves you, okay? God set this whole thing up for you to win this game. You can do it, all right? I'm here to help. All right. Okay. Talk soon. J. Bob and Dee Dee.